A few days ago, Meta released the most powerful open-source AI model, Llama 3.1 405B. If you go to this web address, you can see the details. This model can expand context length to 128K and is optimized for high-quality dialogue use cases. It has exhibited strong performance compared to other leading models such as GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet. I was very excited and tried to apply this model in the Voiceflow Chatbot using the API step. First, I contacted Grok, which is increasingly getting more attentions for their work on AI models. They claim this model is available on their website. I contacted them to see if they could provide API access to this model. Unfortunately, I received the email saying Llama 3.1 405B is not currently available as we are building out additional server capacity. We aim to have it available for broader use in the future, but I don't have an estimated timeline at this point. A little disappointed. Later, I found NVIDIA providing the API access. We're going to get the API key from NVIDIA. In the browser, let us input NVIDIA NIM, and then we click the first search result. And let's go to Try Now. Click on it and then, we're on the web page. We can see many models. The first model is Llama 3.1 405B. If we click on it, we can see the playground of this model. You may do a lot of your test here. On the right side, we have the code instruction to make the API call. Now let us click to get API key, and then generate the key as we will use it later. This key is valid for a year. Let us make a copy of it and save it in a safe place because you will not see it again here in the future. As we have made a copy, we now can click to close the window. Since we have the API key, we can move to the next step. Now we are going to build a simple chatbot connecting to the Llama 3.1 405B AI model. On the Voiceflow canvas, we drop a set block and set the variable NVIDIA API key. You can paste your key here. I have done so here. Next, we drop a text block. In the text block, we input, "What is your question?" so the user can enter his question. We then drop a capture block under the text block. We will capture the entire user reply and save it in a variable. I select the question variable from the variable list. If it is the first time, you can create the variable and select it. Next, we click on the API to add an API block. We change the method to post and enter this URL from NVIDIA to make API calls. Click the plus sign to add a header. We input authorization and bearer with the NVIDIA API key variable, where we need to pass the key for authorization in order to get the access. We add another header with the content type, which should be application/JSON. We add the third header, enter except in the box, and application/JSON. We click the plus sign to add a body, and select the raw. We will input the body data. First is the message, which contains an array. We input the key value pair to specify the role as user. Next, we input content, which should contain the user question. So we enter the variable question with the curly braces. Then, we input stream with false, as Voiceflow does not support stream at this point. Lastly, we need to input the model name as Meta/Llama 3.1 405B instruct. After the API call, we need to capture the response from the model. Click on the plus sign, and we enter response.choice0.message.content. We use this data structure to extract the data and save it in the variable answer. That is all for the API block. Next, we drop another text block on the canvas, and in the text block, we enter the answer variable to display the response to the user. We then drop a buttons block under the text block. We will provide two buttons. The first one is next question button, so the user can ask the next question. We add the second button so the user can click to end the conversation. Let us change the name of this text block to question to Llama 3.1. Now we go back to the buttons block. We can add an action to the first button to go to the text block. In the home, we select the text block with the name question to Llama 3.1. For the other button, we can add the action from the list, which is end. Now we are ready to run a test. Click the Start button. We ask the question, what are the planets in the solar system? The bot replies with Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. It also discusses a little on Pluto. Let us ask the next question, what is the distance between the Earth and Mars? It says the distance varies, and gives some explanation. I think it is pretty good. Let us end the conversation. This wraps up this video. In summary, we have shown you how to seamlessly integrate Meta Llama 3.1 405B into your Voiceflow chatbot using API calls. Hope it helps. If you like this video, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. If you have any comments and suggestions, please let us know. Thank you for your support.